Today, we're going to that legendary Simpsons episode, the darkest, most philosophical in television history, and probably the one that got on your nerves, the tragedy of Frank Grimes. Frank, throughout his life, has clawed his way up, a rule-abiding and extremely disciplined man, and fate puts him in the same room with the world's luckiest, most carefree person, namely, is in shock from the moment he starts the job. The man in front of him is a nuclear security consultant, but during work hours, he is sleeping, coloring a coloring book, and eating donuts. The real breaking point for Frank is the injustice of the system. This is exactly where the breaking point begins. While Frank is punished despite doing everything right, Hammer is rewarded even though he breaks the rules. In fact, in the side story, Bart buys a whole factory for just $1 just for fun. The show is actually making a huge sociological reference to today's world here. It highlights that merit will disappear and in the future only the lucky ones or those with no qualifications will rise to the top. Today, there are millions of people who feel like Frank Grimes, following every rule but crushed by the system. The Simpsons foresaw the merit crisis of the modern world years ago. When Frank is invited to Hammer's house, he is completely invites Frank over. The moment Frank walks in, his mind shatters, a suburban palace, a lobster feast, and an incompetent man who went to space. While the system told Frank to work hard, Homer won the lottery by doing absolutely nothing. This house is where Frank's sanity dies.
Welcome to the Simpson residence of Casa de Simpson, as I call it.
Yeah, what did you want to see me about, Simpson? This better be important.
It is.
Homer proudly introduces his perfect family and accidental achievements to Frank in his mansion. Witnessing this unearned luxury, Frank is left in utter shock at the system's. Frank can no longer stomach this injustice. To prove to everyone how stupid Homer is, he tricks him into entering a model building contest meant for children. His plan is simple. Everyone will see Homer's childish model and laugh at him. However, the system is so broken that on the day of the contest, things do not go the way Frank expected. Homer beats the children and wins first prize. This is the exact moment Frank's sanity completely snaps. He loses his mind, leaving the logic of the real world behind, and surrenders to the absurd rules of the Simpsons. I'm Homer Simpson. I don't need rules, as he grabs high-voltage wires barehanded, tragically dying on the spot. Even at his funeral, Homer sleeps. Are you a Frank or a Homer in reality?